Hey guys, it's Dr. Simmons. One of the more common questions I get is, what am I personally doing to stay healthy? So I thought I'd give you a couple of answers. One is, what am I doing in my home life? And the other one is, what am I doing in my work life? So in my home life, I'm practicing social distancing. For the most part, don't go anywhere. I mean, only if we have to. Do that with my family as well. Fortunately, my kids are able to work from home. I'm having to go to work. My wife is coming to work with me. But we don't go anywhere we don't need to go. We're not inviting friends over. We're not socializing with people. We're just kind of working out at home, staying at home, eating at home. We're doing everything at home as much as we can. So that's the first thing I'm doing, is I'm minding the social distancing recommendations, and I think those are very, very wise. The second thing I do is I wash my hands a lot. So that makes a big difference, especially if you touch things, that aren't part of your normal household. So if we get a package, I do spray down the package, and then I wipe that down. When I bring it in, I open the package and I spray that, then I clean it, then I'll wash my hands afterwards. When I wash my hands, I'm not talking about just a little soap and water here and there. I really wash like I'm getting ready to go into the operating room. And I think that makes a difference too. Might be overkill, but at least for now, that's what I'm doing to try and keep from getting this virus. In my work life, what am I doing? Well, I'm fortunate in that one of the doctors that had an office suite in my building recently moved to Nevada, so his suite is empty. I have access to that suite, and I've set that suite up as a sick suite. Anybody who has any of the major symptoms that are associated with the coronavirus, I see in that particular suite. I go, I get dressed, I put on my personal protective equipment, including a face mask, a N95 mask, a gown, gloves, and whenever I go in there, I'm taking care of the patient. I'm the only one who's seeing the patient in there. I don't have my nurses room the patients. I do all my own vital signs. I do all my own charting. I do everything in there on my own. And then I see the patient, and then I excuse them. When I'm done with the patient, I clean the suite first, and then I take off all my protective equipment, wash my hands aggressively again, and then I come back to my normal suite. There are some people out there who shed the virus and don't know they have it, right? So some people are asymptomatic. About 10% of people we know don't have any symptoms at all. So we have tried to convert as many visits as possible to telephone visits to try to keep the traffic in my physical office low. So that's another thing that we're doing, is we're doing televisits. I think that's made a difference too, and amazingly, patients have been very receptive to that. There are some people who have to come into the office, and when they do, we just take general precautions, wash our hands a lot, clean the space after they're here, and then they leave. My staff is doing the same thing. I've cut my staff in half, so essentially I have my nurse practitioner at home, and I have one of my nurses at home, and that way, in case I get sick, they can come in like a bullpen. So that's the way that we're treating it in my office. So I hope that helps, gives you a little idea of what we're doing. I do believe in social distancing, and at work I'm just trying to do my best to avoid contacting the virus, and most of that's by not touching my face and by washing my hands quite a bit. So I hope that helps. Goodbye.